Hello and welcome to the screencast on using Mplus on remote desktop at WPI. This is Janice Cookin. We're going to go through the steps that are outlined on the document using Mplus on remote desktop at WPI. There are 3 steps: logging into the remote desktop, accessing data, syntax, and instructional files on Canvas, and putting them into your My Documents folder, and then working in Mplus. So I will demonstrate all 3 of those steps. These 3 steps are necessary every single time you want to use Mplus on the remote desktop. All right, so to begin with, I'm going to open the remote desktop. And to do that, I'm going to hit the search question, the little magnifying glass here in the lower left-hand corner, and I'm going to type in remote desktop. There's the app for the remote desktop connection. Now the next step is to enter the title of the server where Mplus is located, which is sunfire8.wpi.edu. As you can see, I've already been on there, and so it shows up. But if I didn't, I would, which is probably in your case, you would just type it in. And it needs my password. And you can say yes to this, and I am now in the remote desktop. And I can hit OK. So as you can see from the screencast, Mplus is one of the options. I can certainly go ahead and open it, and you can see all the features of Mplus, all the drop-downs which are there for various functions. But I don't have any syntax and I don't have any data. So my next step, which is step 2, is that I need to access the data, syntax, and instructional files for use while on a remote desktop. In order to do that, I'm going to the Chrome web browser, which is here. I want to make sure I get the one that's on the remote desktop and not the one that is part of my own laptop. So it's here, and I hit the Chrome web browser, and I'm going to enter portal.wpi.edu. It's asking for my credentials again. And I can now that I'm at the WPI portal, I can either type in Canvas or I can just select it as one of the applications. So I go there, the Mplus workshops is one of the options on my dashboard. I'm going to set this up so that every week will be a module. This is the module titled Introduction and Advantages of Using Mplus and Some Beginning Steps. I'm going to go to the Demo 1 Data Syntax and Instructions, and I want to download a couple of these files. Now all of these files will need to be downloaded for you to do the work in the first workshop. But for the purposes of just illustrating what you would need to do to run Mplus, I'm just going to download 2 things. The McNulty dataset, which is a .dat file, and the McNulty syntax basic, which is the .inp file. So in order to download it, I'm going to select it, and then I'm going to select this here, which is to download. And it is now showing in the system tray down here in the lower left-hand corner. And I'm going to go back to modules and back to the Demo 1 page. And now I'm going to select McNulty syntax basic.inp, and that has downloaded as well. So these are now in the download folder, but I want to move them to a dedicated folder. And so I'm going to go to the folder in the system tray, again on the remote desktop. And I can see that I have these various options. For data storage, I'm going to choose My Documents, and I'm going to create a new folder. I'm going to call it Mplus Module 1. And then I'm going to put my files in there. My files are now in the Downloads folder. There they are. And I'm going to copy them and put them here. Okay. So now I'm going to go back to the Mplus software, but I need to open something, and I'm going to open basic syntax. And there it is. So there's the syntax for the first workshop. I'm going to be reading a data set, and it's just going to provide me with basic descriptive statistics. So I can run it because I also have the data in that folder. There's what I need to know. I know correlations, means and variances, and so forth. So we have just run Mplus, we had data, we have syntax, and these are the basic steps for doing that. Thank you very much.